A federal lawsuit involving millions of dollars in alleged fraud claims involving the Cash App Zelle and several of the nation's largest banks has been dropped. Good evening, everyone. I'm Josh Benson.
I'm Jennifer Lee. Thank you for joining us. The decision comes just 3 months after the Federal Consumer Financial Protection Bureau sued 3 U.S. banks and payment app Zelle over those fraud allegations. 8 on Your Side consumer investigator Shannon Bacon joins us with what this means for you.
Josh, Jen, payment apps like Zelle are an easy way to send money, but we have heard from consumers who say that scammers used Zelle to make unauthorized money transfers from their accounts, and some found neither Zelle nor their banks were willing to help. And now that the federal government has dropped their lawsuit over the issue, consumers will have to advocate for themselves. You may remember Scott Schaefer's gut-wrenching story.
I'm looking at my account and all of a sudden money is being transferred to someone I have no idea who they are.
2 transactions totaling $9,000. When his bank denied his claim, saying it appeared he authorized the transfers, he fought back and called Better Call Banking.
If I let that go, that's basically saying, well, yeah, you know, I'm responsible for this, and I'm not.
6 months later, police found a suspect in New York, and Schaefer's bank relented, giving Schaefer every penny back. He is one of the lucky ones. For years, I have showed stories from consumers who claimed their money was stolen by thieves through Zelle. In December, the Federal Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, under the Biden administration, filed a lawsuit against Bank of America, Chase, and Wells Fargo, along with Zelle, claiming consumers lost more than $870 million because fraud claims were properly investigated. The suit also claimed the banks did not reimburse fraud victims. Now, under the Trump administration, the lawsuit has been dropped. So what does this mean for consumers? I went to Teresa Murray, a consumer watchdog with U.S. PIRG. She says consumers should be able to opt out of Zelle.
It shouldn't take a lawsuit or an act of Congress to make that happen. The companies, the banks, they can say, well, gosh, you know, we really don't think it's okay to force this thing on customers who have no intention of using it, don't understand it, don't want it, don't need it. And instead, we will allow them to opt out. Or even better yet, we will let them know about it and tell them that they can opt into it.
I reached out to Zelle and was sent this statement. We welcome the CFPB's decision to drop its lawsuit against the Zelle network. And as we have said before, this lawsuit was without merit and legally and factually flawed. We look forward to continuing to provide Zelle, a trusted service, to 151 million enrolled American consumer and small business accounts.
Okay, so while all of this plays out, is there something you and I can be doing as consumers to protect ourselves?
There is, and consumer advocates say that they hope that a bill that was proposed last year will make its way back again this year, and they hope that that brings change, then that consumers will have more protections involving payment apps like Zelle. But in the meantime, they recommend that you check your account balance daily and report anything suspicious to your bank. And if you don't use Zelle and you don't want to use Zelle, ask your bank to allow you to opt out so that the Zelle option isn't embedded in your banking app, because that's what a lot of the consumer advocates don't like. It's there, and a lot of the victims say, I didn't even know I had Zelle, but you do.
So fascinating. Stay on it and keep